Hey everybody, welcome back to Andrina's Creations. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to make big coloring books. These are 8.5 by 5.5. You can use any software of your choice, but I am going to be using Silhouette Studio. You're going to see how easy this is, so don't get overwhelmed. And I do have another video showing you guys how to make mini coloring books, so let's get started. For your supplies, you're going to need a paper to print your covers. I am going to be using glossy. You can use matte, but I do prefer my covers to be glossy. I'm going to be using Pretty Party and Crafty. This one's 96 pounds. It is 8 by 11. Whatever paper you do choose, you need to make sure that it is compatible with your printer so your ink does not smear at all. I'm going to leave the link down below. For the inside of my coloring pages, I'm going to use regular copy paper, but it's going to be 32 pounds. The thicker the higher the numbers is, the thicker your paper is. So you can use 24 pound, but I am going to use 32 pound, and a stapler to staple your coloring book. Now I'm going to show you two different ones, but you do need a long reach stapler. I do like this one, but I prefer this one much more, but this one's more expensive, but you can choose either or. All right, and that's basically it. And of course your software and your printer. I do have an Epson EcoTank 16600. So let's get started designing. I'm going to be using Silhouette Studio, but you can use any other software of your choice. Just follow the same steps that I'm going to be doing. Now, if you are brand new to Silhouette Studio and you want to go ahead and download Silhouette, I'll have all the links down below. You can use the free version for free. You can use any version without owning the cutting machine. And actually today, we are not even going to be using the cutting machine at all. The basic edition is free, but I am going to be using business edition, and right now it's on sale. The original price is $100, but it's on sale for $50. And again, you do not need a cutting machine to use the software. You can go ahead and use the software by itself. Also, if you are a Cricut user, you can design in Silhouette and cut with your Cricut, but again, you do not need a cutting machine for these coloring books at all. All you need is the software and a printer. And even if you don't have a printer, you can go ahead and print somewhere else. If you are going to be downloading for the first time, I never recommend downloading the newest version of Silhouette because it always crashes, it freezes, and so on. Me personally, I never upgrade to the newest versions. I am still in version 4.4895. So if you're right now going to download it and you're going to download the 4.5, I do not recommend it, or whenever you're first watching this video. If you are saying like, well, yeah, I've been using Silhouette and it has been crashing, go ahead and uninstall Silhouette Studio and install it again, but install one of the older versions. And again, this is the one that I'm using. Now, if you're brand new to Silhouette Studio, I want you to go ahead and go to your settings tab. It's all the way down here in your bottom right corner. And where it says tools, I need you to put everything choose to select. That's the first thing I need you to put. Click on OK. I am going to be printing on 8 by 11 paper. So on my first icon on my right, it looks like a piece of paper. That is called your page setup. Where it says media size, I am going to go ahead and change that to 8 by 11. So media size is the paper size that you're going to be using, or your vinyl or your cardstock and so on. I need to put this on landscape. So where it says orientation, I'm going to put it on landscape. And then in my mat, I'm going to put it on 12 by 12 so it can look like this. Now I need to go ahead and create my rectangles of the size of the pages that I need. So right here on my left, I'm going to go to the shapes. I'm going to click on the rectangle, and I'm going to go ahead and make any size rectangle here on my screen. Up here, I'm going to go and take off the lock. I'm going to unlock it. And on my width, I'm going to type 5.5 and enter. And then on my height, I'm going to put 8.5 and enter. That is the size of my pages, and I'm going to go ahead and color that white. You're going to decide how many pages you want inside of your coloring book. I know I want 16 coloring pages, so I'm going to right click and duplicate, select both, right click and duplicate, right click and duplicate again. Then I'm going to click here on my screen, select everything, right click and duplicate. So I have 16. And I need 2 more for my front and back of the cover of the coloring book. All right, those are the steps that you need to do right there. Now, if this is just for practice, you can go ahead and over to Google or Microsoft Bing and search any coloring page of your choice. So if I go right here and I search up a bluey coloring page and enter, I'm going to click on images. I'm going to go ahead and just click on one, not that one because it has much stuff in the bottom. Let's say this one. Right click, copy image, bring it into Silhouette, right click and paste. And that is how you bring in all your coloring pages, and then you're going to size them. Okay. I'm not going to be using none of that. I'm going to go ahead and over to Creative Fabrica. That is a website that I like to use. And I am going to go ahead and download Cute Ocean Animals Coloring Book for Kid. Now, Creative Fabrica is a monthly membership. You don't have to download this if you don't want to. But if you don't have the membership, I mean, I've said it, you don't have to pay if you don't want to. But if you don't pay the membership, you will have to pay individually for everything. Just like if you go to Etsy and stuff like that, you pay individually for everything that you want. But having the membership, you get access to everything here, and you just pay the monthly fee or the annual fee. I pay annually, and I think I'm already paid all the way to 2026, and they usually be having sales. And like I said, you can even go ahead and try it out for the first month for only $1 if you want to give it a try. Anyways, and I'll have all the links down below as well. Again, I'm just gonna click here, download, and once it downloads, I'm gonna download this to my external hard drive. I highly recommend getting an external hard drive so you don't save everything to your computer or your laptop, so it doesn't you don't fill up your memory. Just go ahead and get a USB drive, like I said, and I'm gonna save it in there after download, and I'm gonna extract the file in there. So once I did that, I'm gonna go here to my down here. But there's two different ways on how to bring in files or anything into Silhouette. You go into File and Merge. Do not go to File and Open, because if you go to File and Open, then you're gonna open a new document. So if you want to stay in this document, go to File and Merge. Then you go ahead and locate that folder where you saved everything at. I'm just gonna go down here to my quick access file folder, and I'm gonna go ahead and click on my external hard drive, and I'm gonna go ahead and search for exactly where I saved all that, which is called coloring pages. And inside of my coloring page folder, I also named one Ocean Animals. I'm gonna click on it. The one that I just saved also came with covers, so I'm gonna go ahead and bring two of those covers in. All I gotta do is click on it, bring it in, select another one, and bring it in. If you don't have something already designed, then you will have to design it on your own, bringing in clip arts and your own designs, adding your own fonts and so on. You just go ahead and grab your clip arts, your PNG, and then you put everything in that rectangle, and then you design it however you want. Okay, now as I'm gonna get the I'm going to click on the JPEG here, and it's going to be a very easy process. I'm going to move this to the side, and then I'm just going to select one of the coloring pages, and I'm going to drag it into one of the rectangles I created. And I'm going to keep doing that with all. I'm only going to drag in 13 around. I'm going to leave 3 blank ones because I'm going to put a design in, okay? Then I'm gonna go ahead and minimize this, and then I'm gonna select everything to make sure everything's well proportioned. I'm gonna go here to my paint palette icon, that is your fill icon. I'm gonna go to 1, 2, and 3 right here. This is the pattern option, and on my aspect ratio, I'm gonna click on F, the first F, so everything could get fixed. Also, I'm gonna go ahead and go to my outline color. I don't know if you can notice right here on the screen, all the rectangles have a red outline around it. So I'm gonna go here to the color and put no color for my outlines, and that's it. For these, I am gonna put just a quick little thing on here. You can just put coloring pages, you don't have to do this. So to type in Silhouette, you gotta first click on the A on your left, then A on your right. You're going to select any font, and I also download fonts from Creative Fabrica as well. I'm going to click anywhere here on my screen, and I'm going to type the letter A. To zoom in, there's a zoom in and a zoom out button right up here, and also there's one with the mouse that if you click the one on the mouse and then you click where you want exactly to zoom in, it goes zoom in right there. I'm going to click back on that A, and then I'm going to color it the color white. and you can't see it because it's on the canvas, so let's put it over here. And then I'm gonna go back to my outline right here under the paint palette. It has 3 lines. I'm gonna click there. Right here where it says thickness, I need to bring that up. Right now it's on 0, meaning that if you leave it on 0, your outline is not going to print. So I need to bring that up a little bit more. I'm gonna put it around 150, my thickness. And I'm gonna color it the color black. Then I'm gonna go ahead and make this bigger. Then I'm gonna go ahead and right click and duplicate this. I'm gonna type again and I'm gonna put is 4. And if you pull this line like this, you see that your words go in a straight line. That means to get off the edit mode, you gotta unselect it. If you double click on it, you're on the edit mode. You unselect it to get off the edit mode, okay? I'm gonna right click and duplicate that. I'm going to double click to get back on the edit mode. And I'm gonna type. I'm gonna drag this line like this. And just like that, I'm gonna go ahead and add this to one of the blank pages I left. To make stuff bigger, all you have to do is pull from the little corners like this. Do not ever pull from the middle because you're going to distort your images. So just pull from the corners. If you see these blue lines that are popping up, so I can know I'm centered, the way that I have that turned on is, I'm going to go to my page setup. That is the first paper icon on the top right. I'm going to click on the second option here, and I have show guides on, snap to guides, and enable smart snapping. So that's why you see those blue lines just like this. But if you don't have that option, I'm not sure if Basic Edition have those options. You can just select your rectangle, select the A, go to your transform icon and click on center. And then you can do the same steps with everything there. All right. Now I'm going to go ahead, right click and duplicate that letter because I need to type again because I need to do something now. But if I go ahead and do that without duplicating that, this is no longer a font. And what I mean by that is if I click on the A, you see, let me move this up. So when I click on the A, you see that it's coming out of the rectangle. If you see that, I don't want that. Let me zoom in. You see the A is coming out of the rectangle. So I'm just going to click on the A, right click and make it a compound path. And now you see. So once I made that a compound path, it's no longer a font no more. Now this became a shape. This letter A is a shape. So if I double click it, you see I cannot edit the font anymore. So before making it a compound path, make sure that was the font that you wanted. Now I'm going to go ahead and select everything, hold my shift key and unselect the rectangle because I want to make these compound path as well, so everything could stay inside my rectangle. Now select everything and group it together. Remember that A that I just first duplicated, that is still a font. So if I double click it, you see I can still edit. So here I'm gonna put the number 5. Right click and make this a compound path. Right click, make this a compound path. Select everything and group it together. For this one here, oh, I should have duplicated, but that's fine. Click on the A on the left, A on the right, select a font. I'm going to unselect it to get off the edit mode. I'm going to go here to, while it's selected, I'm going to go here to my paint fill icon. It looks like a paint palette. I'm going to go ahead and color that. I'm gonna go here back to the outline color, click on no color. I'm gonna put that right here. Then I'm gonna go here on my left and grab the shape that is the oval corner rectangle, and I'm gonna just make a little tiny strip just like this, and then I'm gonna select it, right click, and make it select and click convert to path. I'm gonna go here to the outline, click no color, and then let me just change it to blue. Let me zoom in so y'all can see what we're doing. Then I'm gonna right click and duplicate that and put it right here. You see that blue line, making sure that everything is centered. I'm gonna right click and duplicate, and holding my shift key, I'm gonna rotate it. To rotate, it is with this green circle right here. I'm gonna go ahead and place this there. Right click and duplicate and bring this down. I'm gonna select them all, right click and weld them together so it's all one shape. And then go ahead and place them on that sheet. Right click and duplicate. Let me put that another color. Group it together. I didn't group those two, so just right click and send it to the back. Select everything and group it together. All your pages are done. You don't have to make this many pages. You can do as many pages as you want. So this rectangle here, I'm going to select it. I'm going to go to my transform icon, and I'm going to make sure that it's centered to my left and to the bottom of the page. I'm going to click on this one that I wanted to the right and center to the bottom, just like that. So now I know it's really centered in the middle of my page. There's one here and one there. The one on your right is the front cover. There's two different ways on how to bring in a design into a shape. So if you click, I have business edition, so I could do it like this. I click on that rectangle. I go to the dropper that's all the way in my left corner. It looks like a medicine dropper. And then I click on my image, and you see it's in there. And then I go to my fill icon, click on the third option, and click on the aspect ratio so it can be like this. It doesn't look distorted. The other way is that if you can even size this if you want to. Like, there's no point on doing all that because you can just size it yourself as well. You can just click on this image and size it. I'm just showing you guys how to put it into a shape. So the other way is that if you go ahead and make this bigger, you can just go ahead right here, select both, go to your modify icon that looks like a rectangle in a circle, and click on crop. And that's it, right? So now you have your front cover and your back cover. I'm gonna go ahead and delete that. Now you're gonna click the A on your left, A on your right, select a font that you want, click somewhere on your screen, and type whatever you want your coloring book to say. Unselect it to get off the edit mode. Let me color it so y'all can see what I'm doing. Select it again and go back to the A on your right so it can get centered like that. I personally want everything to be, each letter to be a different color. So I'm going to go and double click it again to go back on the edit mode. Select only the letter A. Go here to my fill icon, the paint palette. Click on that dropper that's there. That is your color dropper. Then you're going to come over here and start going around your design so it can color match. Then I'm going to click on my R. Click on the dropper, select a different color, click on the letter I, select the dropper, go here. You don't have to do this, but it's just if you want different, each letter to be a different color. Unselect it to get off the edit mode. I'm going to select it again to take off that red outline. Go to my outline icon, click on the color and click on no color. The no color is the one that has the lines coming across just here. Now I want to create offsets on it. Let me zoom in so y'all can see. While it's selected, I'm going to go here to my double star. That is your offset icon. I'm going to click on offset. And I'm going to go ahead and go back to my fill icon and click on the color white. I'm going to go back to offset, click on offset, and then I'm going to color that the color black. Before I group it, I'm going to select what I typed and I'm going to duplicate it. I'm going to select everything, right click and group it together. It, you are completely done. Then how are you going to print? You are going to go ahead up here to your printer icon all the way on your top left. Gonna click there. You're gonna click here where it says print. You're gonna go ahead and select the printer that you're gonna use. Because I am going to be using glossy paper, I'm gonna go ahead and use my Canton for my glossy paper. I'm going to click on preferences, 8x11, and landscape is there. And then I need to make sure that I pick borderless. I know a lot of printers do not print borderless. So if you don't have it borderless, then you're going to have that white outline around it. But I do have the option for borderless. And then I'm going to click OK and then apply. And then I'm going to print. I'm not going to print because I already did that, and cancel. If you do not have a printer at home, you can go ahead and save this as a PDF. Now, if you have basic edition, you cannot save as a PDF, but if you have business edition, you can save this as a PDF. And why I'm saying save it as a PDF, because whatever measurements you put it on it is going to stay like that. So no matter where you send it to print, the measurements are never going to change. If you don't have business edition, you're not allowed to save it as a PDF, but there is another option. So when you go here to your printer icon and click on print, go ahead and check if you see where it says Microsoft Print to PDF. So when you click on there and click on print, it's going to direct you here to save this as a PDF, and then you just save it, okay, as a PDF. And then you can save that PDF into an external hard drive, and then just go ahead and take it to your local print shop, or you can send it to the print shop as well that give you the email. Also, if you are designing this for a client, you send them the PDF and all they have to do is they got to open the PDF and just print. They don't need to do no editing, no resizing, no nothing. All they have to do is open the PDF and print. All right. And then I'm going to go ahead and move these to the side. I'm going to go ahead and select this one. I'm going to go here to my transform icon, and I want it to center to the top and center to the bottom. Click on this one, go to the right, center, just like that. Then I'm going to go ahead and print this. Then after it prints, I'm going to go ahead and move this to the side. Repeat the same steps. I'm going to go ahead and turn this paper around in my printer so I can print this in the back of this one, okay? And then, because it's going to be double-sided. You don't have to do double-sided. I am. Then I'm going to click on this one and repeat the same steps. Print another sheet. Once this one's printed, then I'm going to go ahead and print these two in the back of this one, and so on and so on. So when everything's printed, we're going to come back and put this coloring book together. To package them, you can put them inside of cellophane bags. I'll leave the link down below for those. You can go ahead and put crayons. You can put your crayons inside of custom crayon boxes. I have templates on my website if you want to go ahead and purchase those. The boxes that I have is for a pack of these crayons that I'm showing you, and also a pack of 4, 6, and 8. You can go ahead and put a custom pencil in there. Comment down below if you want me to show you how to customize your pencils. You can put stickers and so on. Yeah, you can put anything you want in here. These are great party favors, and of course you can sell them and make some money. All right, guys, if you guys made it all the way to the end, comment down below a mermaid. Comment down below a mermaid, and thank you for being here. If you are new here, don't forget to subscribe and click on the notification bell to get notified every time I upload new videos. Also, comment down below any other videos you would like to see from me, and don't forget to like and share, and go ahead and feel free to join my free Facebook group. It's called Andrina's Creations Crafting Lounge. I would love to see you guys over there. You must answer all 3 questions to get approved, and I hope everyone's having a blessed day, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye, y'all.